Hello, hello. We're going to talk about books, and I want to talk about some books that really shaped me over the years. So I'm going to first talk about a book that I was handed when I was about 18 years old, and it was called Toxic Parents. It's still in print. I really, really recommend it. We were kind of talking about this video, and I just remember how much freedom that book gave me at such a young age. And it gave me the freedom to say, just because you're related to me doesn't give you permission to abuse me. In fact, that stops like right now. And so it was such a powerful book for me that opened the doors to everything else, because I realized it was now my responsibility to write my story, and what I wrote was what mattered. And so I really recommend that if you're struggling with how to kind of overcome or put on boundaries or deal with family members that are, not the healthiest, that book was just revolutionary for me. And then as I got going, and I first really needed to heal my second child, the Second Brain book was the first time anybody had explained how this gut works and how it affects your brain and your immune system and your growing. And it's written so well so that you walk away going, oh, this all now makes sense. And so I love it. And it's not written to where the average person who doesn't have a medical degree can't understand it. Like, you will get this book. So don't let it scare you. Just keep powering through it. And then there's two other books that are unique and different, but yet the same, but I really encourage you to read them. One of them is Wheat Belly, and it was written by a cardiologist, and it goes deep into weight gain, cardiac issues, mental illness, and he talks about how our food choices and some other avenues of what we're eating is really affecting our diabetes rate and our cardiovascular health. So if that's in your family, that book is a must read. And then we have Grain Brain, and that was written by a neurologist. And so he talks about the neurological disease processes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, MS, and he dives deep into how you can fix that through your food choices as well. So similar, but yet so radically different. I invite you to read both of those. And then the last one that I probably have loved more than any of them is Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. I was in a very, very bad car accident when I was 18, and it damaged a lot of all of this, which led me to chiropractic school. So I love that aspect. But I dealt with headaches that, if not adjusted just right, would be debilitating for years. And I was reading this book, and it actually had this point, and it recommended a mantra to say, it recommended an oil to put on it, and it recommended a reframing of the thought process. And when I did that, and I put that oil on that place, and then I allowed my brain to deal with that trauma, I didn't have a headache from that point on. It was life-changing. So it really taught me to dive deep into that emotional pillar, and it led the way for me to learn how much of our physical pain can actually be some emotional ties. So I really invite you to read do them all. Just read them all. It's going to be great. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.